Hello friend, welcome back to my lecture on PHP. So this is, as you know, this is the PHP lecture series. So yesterday I have discussed about control statement of PHP. So today, and I also discussed in yesterday's class about the execution of PHP program. So today I am discussing about PHP exception handling. So exception handling is very important part of any programming language, uh, either it is Java or C++ or any programming language. So we have to come out from the error handling, and we have to handle the error, and we have to come out from the error. So suppose we are not making this provision, so our program, while we are executing our project or our software, so maybe some error occurred, and it may halt our system, and it may take more time to recover the system again. So this is very tedious type problem. So we have to come out from this error. So we require error handling. So this is very important part of any programming language. So we must have to care about the exception handling. So in C#.net, so it is very easy to write the program with exception handling. So you can see here, basically there are three type of error handling in this PHP. So proper execution of code should include try block, throw block, as well as catch block. So we require these three blocks: try, throw, and catch. So in try block, you will write whole program in try block, and from try block we will throw, if there is any exception occurred on try block, automatically it will be thrown, and catch block will catch the error. So uh, before the running that program, running that statement, that particular statement which is having error, so already we have been thrown from that statement to catch block, and catch block will inform us that error is going on that particular statement or that particular block. So a function using an exception should be in try block. So suppose we are suspected that this code of this part of code having some error, so we'll keep that part on try block. If the exception does not trigger, the code will continue as normal. Or however, if exception is triggered or any error is triggered, then exception is thrown, and it will be catched by the catch block. And the throw, this is how the trigger an exception, and each throw must have at least one catch block. So in case of the try, we must have to write catch block, and sometimes we write finally block. So I will explain it by one program. So catch block, a catch block retrieve an exception and creates an object containing the exception information. Catch block catch the thrown exception, thrown error. Catch block retrieves the exception and creates an object, and automatically creates its object containing the exception information. According to the type of exception, it will create an object of that exception, that error, and it retrieves the exception. So these are three blocks. So I am implementing these three blocks in next slide. So you can see this is a very simple program. So we have the function. This is the part of this PHP. So we have a function shape division, and shape division is a function, and inside this function we have mentioned here try block as well as catch block. So as I have already told you, we have been try block and catch block, and in between we have throw. So this is automatically thrown by the catch block. So suppose we are dividing x by y. So in case suppose we are transferring the argument x and 0. The value of x may be 5 and y may be 0. Suppose we are passing these values 5 comma 0, then it will pass to x and y, and we'll write this statement return 5 by 0. So automatically it will return infinite value. So in mathematics, in arithmetic operation, while we are doing the arithmetic operation, if we divide any variable by 0, so it means it is infinite, it will return infinite value. But in case of computer never define, never having any variable to store the infinite value. So obviously it will create an error, and it will halt your system, and you have to maybe our system will go on an infinite loop and it will hang. So in that case, again we have to restart the system, restart the software, and again it will take 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes. So in case of the banking operation, if we are wasting 5 minutes and the customer are hundreds of customer in the queue, so this is very frustrating situation. So we have to come out this type of situation. So for this error and exception is very necessary and very important. So in this case, suppose we have passed 0, so automatically the error, the exception will generate and it will throw the exception to the catch block. And in catch block we have in this exception, and exception object is dvz, divide by 0, and accordingly the message echo division by 0 attempt and return 0. So will come out by this function. So again this message will be flashed on our screen. So it means we will understand that we have pass 0 value of y. So next time we pass, again we will run the program. Again the program will be automatically, again program will execute and we will pass the another value, and then the program will run automatically and it will run correctly. So this is the benefit of exception handling. So now you can see the another example. So here in this example we have one more function, checksum function, and this function is in try block. So you can see in the previous program we have the statement inside the try block, while in this program we have function inside the try block. So this is check num function, and you can see the function check num. So 2 is passed in the function, 2 is will copy on the number variable, and we have mentioned here this is user defined exception. So in this exception we have mentioned here, if number is greater than 1, then we are throwing. So you can see here throw block is here. So throw block, try block, throw block, and catch block. Throw statement, throw keyword is used here. So but here we are not using any throw. Automatically it will throw the exception to catch block. And while we are mentioning here throw, especially throw keyword we are using here. So if number is greater than 1, then we have mentioned here throw will throw new exception. It will generate a exception, new exception, and inside the exception we have mentioned value must be 1 or below 1. So we have mentioned here if the value must be 1 or below 1. So otherwise, if this condition is true, then it will throw the exception and we will move to the catch block. We will throw from here and it will be catched here. So this exception will create and its object will create, and inside we will come inside the catch block, and here we have been echo statement, echo message dollar get message. So dollar e dot get message. So this is exception, and as we have mentioned here e dot get message. So get message automatically get the message which is inside the exception. So already we have given value must be 1 or below 1. So get message will return this message, and this message will be flashed on our screen. So otherwise it will return true value. So this is the program of exception handling. Here we have mentioned try block, catch block, as well as we have mentioned throw keyword. So this is the exception. We are creating this exception and we have passed this value, and this value through constructor of exception class. It will be stored on the variable, particular variable, and through e dot get message this message will be retrieved and displayed by the echo message and this value. So it will be like that. When we will execute this code, this will be written the fatal error caught exception with message value must be 1 or below. So this is the message will be automatically generated, message will be displayed on our screen. So this may be useful. Suppose we are doing some program. Suppose we are doing some program for the pension holders. So suppose we are mentioning here age. So we have mentioned here age is greater than 150. So we always know that no person is more than 150 years old. So we have mentioned here, suppose wrongly we have typed the value of number age 160, then automatically it will generate the exception. So otherwise, if we are not mentioning here exception, then the system will work accordingly. 160 age, so maybe this will this occur any error. So this is sometimes very useful for the user as well as some predefined error also. This is one of the program, one more program of the exception handling. Here you can see we have two block, try block as well as we have one catch block. Inside the try block, we have mentioned here the name. We have mentioned here one variable, INIT bootstrapping phase, it is called. So inside this, we have mentioned here config file path. So we have mentioned this variable, and inside this variable we have stored config.php file, and we are checking here file is exist or not. So this is the predefined function of PHP. So we have written here if file underscore exist config file path dollar config file path. So we are checking that this file is exist or not. If this file not exist, because we have written here not operator. So if file not exist, then we are throwing the exception, throwing new exception, and we are writing here configuration file not found. So we are checking bootstrapping phase. Why in the bootstrapping phase? So we are checking that particular config file is there or not. If it is not there, then it will store configuration file not found inside the exception, and it will create new exception, and this message will be stored on that exception. And when we will come this catch block, and inside the catch block we have the object of, again we have mentioned this exception and its object e, and when we will write e dot get message, then it will mine that message configuration file not found, and finally it will die. And this is the type of exception. So we have different type of exception, predefined exception. I hope that you have already knowledge, you already know about all the different type of exception, because the prerequisite of this programming language that you should know Java as well as you should know C, C++. So if you are knowing all this language, so it is very easy for you to understand the exception. So I have mentioned here few programs, now not detailed program, because this exception handling is always part of all programming languages. So always in all programming language, the concept of exception handling is same as in PHP. So this is the starting of PHP program question mark PHP, and this is the closing of PHP question mark and angular tag. So this is the end of program, and I am giving one more slide where I have mentioned finally block. Suppose we have mentioned try block in our program, as well as we have mentioned catch block, and in try block we will write the code, and accordingly if any exception generate, then it will send a exception. It will create an exception and it will throw it to the catch block, and accordingly the catch statement will execute. Basically here get message e dot get message, e is the object of the exception. So basically it was e dot get message. So it will display the message which is recorded in try block, or predefined message will be displayed by this catch block. And suppose there is no error in the program, suppose there is not any error in the program is very correct, and in that case there is no exception will thrown to catch block. So it means catch block will not execute, but finally with block will execute in all the cases. If any error is there, then finally block will execute, or if there is no error, that time also finally block will execute. So this is the final block. Sometimes we have to mention some statement inside the final block. Then we provide this. We have this provision of this finally block. So here I have mentioned this. So it will always be executed. So suppose we have to close some files, or we have to flash some files. So we will write the final block and we will write the things here. So it is just like a destructor in class of C++. So this is finally block. So guys, I hope that you understand the concept of this exception handling in PHP. So this is very important, and we always write the program using exception handling, and we have to make provision of exception handling and error handling, because without security we cannot prove our software and our system a good system. Like you can see our mobile phone having different security features, and it seems to be the good mobile phone. So same way the product, our software product is good product if we are giving the provision of exception handling. So it is very important concept. So we have to have it that exception handling must it should be, it must be the part of our program. So guys, again I request you to implement this exception handling on your computer. So thank you guys, thank you very much, and I again request please subscribe my channel, and thank you again.